Welcome back. We looked at how to construct parallel lines. Our first lesson was perpendicular lines. Now we looked at how to construct parallel lines. And now we have started looking at angles. We want to learn how do we bisect angles before coming to how do we construct them. So to construct an angle bisector, let us look at, say, number one, bisect the following angles. I have that angle drawn that way. So when that mark is put, that curve there, it means that is the angle the examiner wants you to bisect. There are two angles. There is this angle called a reflex angle. That angle is big. And there is this angle that is an acute angle. An angle, by definition, an angle is that space between two lines that meet. Those lines must meet at a point. That's what we call an angle. So when lines meet, they form angles. Now this gap, this space here, this gap here is what we are calling an angle. And also on the other side, we have that big gap, which is also an angle. But this time we are looking at, the examiner is asking us to bisect that one, to divide this angle into two equal angles with the compass. Now, they will even trick you and put marks here. They say the angle is A, B, C. But remember, they have put a mark here, they have put a mark here. Don't follow the marks that they have put for you there. What do? With your pair of compasses, come to the vertex where B is, and center your compass at that vertex. Then you draw your own axe. I repeat, even if the examiner has put marked some points there, don't use those ones. Those ones are not yours. They will not be marked. So center your compass there and draw axe to cut the two lines, line AB and line BC. So the arc has cut at this point and that point. That is step one. And that's what I'm going to look at when I'm marking. I will put a tick here, put a tick there, and give you maybe a bonus mark. So after you have made the two arcs, center the compass at that arc. You may adjust or you may just use the same radius. But let us adjust a little bit, make it a bit wider, so that you describe an arc. Remember, I said to describe is to draw an arc. You describe an arc there, and with the same radius, center there, and also describe an arc there. So you have a meeting point. Prick. Don't forget to prick. For me, the chalkboard cannot be pricked. That's why I'm trying to use, just to show you that you have to prick and get a hole there. So join this point to that point. Let us join it. If you are doing it with me, once you have your set at home, you have everything, and you are doing it, you are following what I'm doing, and you are doing it with me, you are not going to forget. So after pricking that, join. This line here is called a bisector. An angle, call it angle bisector. Angle bisector. We looked at a line bisector when we were drawing lines, perpendicular lines, but now this time we are bisecting an angle. So what has happened? This angle here is equal to that one. We have divided this big angle into two to get that angle and that angle. So the two angles here are equal. If the entire angle, if this angle was, say, 40 degrees, then this part will be 20 and the other part will be 20. We have bisected an angle. Cheap. Very easy to bisect angles. Yes? So we are doing this because as we proceed, as we go ahead, we are going to apply what we are doing here. So let us look at another example. Someone will give you an this time the angle is facing up. And still the angle is that one that we are going to bisect. Angle L, M, N. Angles are named using 3 letters. Whenever we are naming an angle, we use 3 letters, not 1 letter, not 2. So angle L, M, and the smaller angle. What did we say is our first step? Get your compass. Please get the compass. Center it at point M, where the 2 lines meet, and describe an arc or draw an arc to cut that line and that line. So you can even make it 1 arc. You can do this. It is okay. Then after that, you now transfer your compass there and draw an arc there. Because the angle we are bisecting is that side, not below. So again, we come there and draw that arc. Join this point carefully to this point using your ruler. Simon, is power still there? So this angle is equal to that one. We have bisected. So now, in number 3, somebody will ask you to bisect a reflex angle. Let me draw it downwards. They are asking us to bisect this other angle. R, S, T. R, S, T. Please don't rush to say that now. For me, I'm seeing points. I can see this point. I can see this point. So let me use those points. No way. Those points are not yours. They are originally there. So center your compass here. But the angle we are bisecting is this big angle, this one, not this down. Numbers are together. So still center your compass there and draw your 2 arcs to cut the 2 lines. But this time, since the angle is outside, is the big angle this side, you are going to place your compass here. Don't draw an arc down. Draw your arcs that side, because the angle we are bisecting is that way. Draw your arc there, center there, draw another arc there. I'm not very fast, I hope. So join this point to that point. The angle we have bisected is this big angle, this one here, which means this angle, let me show it with the 2 lines, is the same as that angle. You have bisected an angle. So it can also be given in a figure. For example, we have worked out and say bisect, the question says bisect angle ABC in the triangle below. So the triangle is this one, that one, that one. A, B, C. Don't complain and say that again. For us, we have never learned how to bisect angles in figures. Very cheap. Look at where the angle is at B, formed by line AB, and BC. So the angle that they're asking you to bisect is that one. First identify it. So we have identified it. Center your compass at B. Very good. I'm seeing some people from here I'm seeing some people doing what I'm doing. Then draw an arc to cut the two lines, CB and AB, so that you have these 2 points. Then center the compass there. The angle we are bisecting is inside. Okay? Not outside, this way. So center your compass there and draw the arc. There, draw the arc. We are seeing that there is a meeting point here. So this meeting point of the arcs should be joined to this. And you extend your line. Whether it cuts the other line, don't mind, as long as you have done what the examiner wants you to do. So we have bisected angle ABC. And this one, this line here, we call it the angle bisector. You don't need to name it, just know it. Angle bisector. It is bisecting that angle. Your line can continue up to the other side or can end somewhere in the middle there, as long as you have answered what the examiner wants. Now, you may be asked to construct a figure and bisect an angle. That one we are going to look at it. You will construct a triangle or any polygon and ask you to bisect one of the angles. That is what you do. The key things are mark your points. Know where to center the compass and where to mark the what? The points. Even if I had a parallelogram or a rhombus constructed for you, A, B, C, D. And the question says, bisect angle AB, let me call it here, bisect angle, bisect angle A, B, C, ABC. Here it was in a triangle. Now here it is in this parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. So the angle we want to construct to bisect is this one up. A, B, C. Between line AB and BC. So what happens? with our pair of compasses, center at that point, at B. Why at B? That's where the vertex of the angle we are bisecting is. They have already confused us by putting the sides there. It's like if we do not have these sides, it will remain like this one. When we rub this, line and this line, we remain with that angle, not so. Okay. So you just mind about the two lines, AB and BC, center your compass there, draw arcs to cut. But of course you must see where the arcs have cut. Then I'll add just a little bit, center there, draw an arc there, and also that point, and draw an arc. Then you join carefully, like that. We have bisected angle ABC. Other questions can follow. Bisecting angles is very easy. Now they will give you instructions. They may give you instructions and say construct a rhombus and bisect this angle and then measure. We learned how to measure angles in P4. They may ask you measure angle A, B, maybe if this bisector is meeting line AD at O, and they can ask you measure AO. See? Or measure angle ABO. Another question has been created. But what is our main concern here is to bisect angles. To bisect an angle is to divide that angle into two equal parts. I will stop there for bisecting of angles. Thank you very much. Just do practice. You can replay what you have done to see the steps, to follow the steps. This is even very good. You revise as you are seeing the teacher, you are listening. Then you take note and even set your own questions. Thank you very much. Please ensure that you do this revision. When we come back, for us, we shall simply give you examinations. And we shall be very proud of you if you pass these things. We aren't going to reteach this? No way. Thank you very much. May God bless you. And keep washing your hands regularly before you touch anything. Don't fight for the remote without washing your hands. Bye-bye.